For over 20 years, bringing you extraordinary entertainment. This is Extraordinary Entertainment. This is the Extraordinary Network. Live from Atlanta, Georgia, with your host, Chris, Rachàd, Jeremy, Summer, and Najee. This is Extraordinary Unplugged. Good evening, everyone. Another edition of Extraordinary Unplugged. Welcome to our Tuesday night show. I'm Christopher S.
Hey
Walker.
y'all. Okay.
And I am the beautiful
I'm like, I see.
Summer
He's like,
Kai.
how you know I'm from Michigan? I'm like, I seen your University of
What's
Michigan.
up?
He's like,
What's that background? Who is that?
I'm sorry. It's off. My friend had called me because some tea had came through.
Oh,
And
Lord.
I said, I can't even discuss the tea right now. I'm about to go on the show.
What's going on,
Hey,
Stevie?
Stevie.
What's going on, sis? What's going on, Vanessa? What's up? Yes, we got another great show tonight. That's my other sister. Um, so yes, welcome to another edition. I know we're waiting on. I know Rachàd was just here not too long ago. I'm not sure what happened to him. But yes, welcome to another edition of Extraordinary Unplugged. Before we get started, we want to make sure that they like, share, subscribe, and get all your people up in here. We got some great things that we will be discussing this evening and sharing with you all, and giving you all a little bit more info on what's going on in this crazy world that we live in. So definitely make sure you like, share, follow, and let's go ahead and join these great topics that we have this evening. But what's going on with my fellow co-hosts? What's been going on?
Listen, I'm just out here being amazing, as amazing people shall do all the time.
Why this screen look a little hazy? Am I
It
tripping?
do look a little hazy up there.
All of us look a little,
Let me grab something to clean it up. Hold on. Where the camera at? Okay. Is it up here?
it should be at the top.
It should be, yeah.
I don't know. Oh, it must be on the side somewhere. That look a little better.
There you go. You're a little
There
better.
you go. There you go. But
Okay,
yeah.
sit them up, get them perfect. Welcome.
Sit right, ass it better.
But yeah, how y'all week going so far? Even though it just started.
You know what? I woke up the other week in a state of gratefulness because, excuse me, I almost lost my mind last year. So, I mean, when I think of what I've been through, I be grateful. I be waking up in tears, grateful I ain't dead. Shit, grateful that I made it out of the dark place. Grateful I made it out of my mind. Cause that was the real problem. My mind. I was,
Mm,
you know, so I'm always grateful now. So I made it to this space of like, ooh, thank you, Lord. Even with all the
amen.
shit we got going on, I still I thank you.
Amen. Amen. I'm with you on that one though. It's so much going on out here, but one thing about it is we give God praise, we give Him thanks, because we could be somewhere else.
Amen.
We definitely can. What's going on with you, Summer?
Well, listen, like I said, I'm out here just being amazing. Looking through some things to get some traction when I put out my second book.
Okay, for the
Um,
book.
I've also found a similar to Amazon black black owned and black operated app called the Black Nile. I've
Okay.
been looking through it so that we can push that um, buy black narrative. So I'm loving that and can't wait. The rest I'll save for the mental health moment. You understand?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm excited. I'm excited, especially for the new book. So we got to make sure that we plug those links into and for the show as well. So so our viewers can go ahead and get that book and get info to that app as well.
Yes, and the book is gonna be. It is centered around my relationships,
Hmm.
romantic, platonic, familial, so it's not just about love, but it's just about what you learn from your interactions with one another, which I feel like could be like just super helpful in helping people see. If you want to be nosy, you could read it for that reason, but otherwise, just to learn how we interact with people has more to do with you than it does them.
Exactly, exactly. You know what? I'm all for it. I really am. I'm all for it because my thing is at this point, in this point right now where we are in our lives, we need encouraging and inspirational things right now. Anything that is uplifting and that's encouraging, we really could use that right now, and that could be a really big help for us all. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Anything else going on with you guys before we get into tonight's hot topics?
I'm growing my hair out so I can get a hair transplant.
Are
Okay.
you serious? You really getting a hair transplant?
I'm thinking about it, but you know, it's difficult. This is not hard to explain to Black people, but it's hard to explain to people who aren't in our culture.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I have very thin, um, slick hair, like a 4A, like on the top of my head, and it's
Kinda
always
like
just yeah. There is it's always been that way. My hair grows down. It's very soft. It's very, I'll show y'all pictures of my hair when it's grown out, but it's very like it's very European. It's like, and people look at my beard and they think like, and I'm like, girl, I don't know why the fuck it's like, I don't know why it's like that. Like I can't explain to you. I've done nothing to it. It's my natural hair. So
yeah,
trying to explain that to somebody who keeps on saying, because it is black hair, it's just a different type of texture of black hair. And
Hmm.
trying to explain that to somebody from Turkey is hard because you can't put no cankalon up in mine. It ain't gonna match.
yeah.
Right.
I totally understand that, Jeremy, because people see that I have curly hair, and because of how I choose to style my hair, I can give it the illusion of more fullness than actually is there. My hair
Hmm.
is very fine and soft. So even when I locked my hair up, people was like, that shit ain't never gonna lock, sis. You might as well just calm that down.
So
But
you know the struggle then.
yeah, and I was like, I'll be damned if it don't. And I had to interlock it to actually. I couldn't do it like some people get theirs done and coil it. I couldn't do that because they wouldn't stay. As soon as you lay on it, baby, them coils is gone. Them 2-strand twists is out. They gone. It's done. So I had to interlock my hair in order for it to lock up.
So when people hug me, they often say like, especially if I touch their face, they're often like, "Oh my God, your beard is so soft," and I'm like, my texture, it looks dense, it looks coarse and coily, but it's
You
not.
feel,
It's
yeah,
difficult to explain to people, especially if they're not in our culture. Because I
Right.
grew up and people like, oh, he got that good hair, and it's like, well, all hair is good. Let's start there.
yeah.
But it's also it it can be it can be hard being a black person when your hair is not like everybody else's.
Exactly. Exactly. And that is very
What's a
true,
button?
especially within our culture. So I totally get where you're coming from on that.
Oh, it's a button on this hat. I just found it.
Oh, it
You know,
is.
and on that
I'm
note,
loving the hat. I'm telling you, it's giving Black Panther. It's giving I'm a poet.
I
It's
thought it
giving
was giving heavy run. What's the
it's
name of
giving
that?
that. It's giving what's happening. It's
Hey, hey,
giving
hey.
I'm
Fat
a
Albert.
preacher. It's giving, it's giving you very European from Parlez Francais. You know,
Parlez-vous français?
yes, it's giving all that.
Right. That's exactly right, Stevie. That is exactly right.
That is right. And I hate when people say like, because I would go to black barbershops when I was young, and people
Hmm.
would outright say like, "I can't cut your hair. I don't know how to cut your hair."
Oh
Exactly.
wow.
Like people would say
You have
things
to
like
go to the
that.
white barber.
Yeah, if I got braids, because I used to have braids, my braids would unravel in 2 days. Stuff like that.
Oh
It
yeah,
just
that's
my hair
definitely
was
air hair.
very. And then I wanted a curl. I wanted to be black like this. I wanted to be
Okay.
blackity black.
And when I was in the elementary, they used to say I had a Jerry curl because my hair was curly, and you
What's
can
going on, Rachel?
curl with the water
Hey,
and a
Ray
brush. You can
Silver.
just do that, and it'd be
Mm-hmm.
curly.
And then the reason I cut my hair because I do have hair. It does grow, but it's so thin. And excuse me, the reason I choose to wear it saves so much of my day because they used to call me Frederick Douglass in high school because
Are you serious?
yeah, if I can lay my hair down with a pomade, a do rag, lay it down, and it'll be straight for a couple hours. If a bit of moisture fall out the sky, it's gonna like just a little bit. It's gonna my hair is gonna go every kind of way it can. It's
That
gonna
is
look like I've
crazy.
been electrocuted.
That is crazy. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into tonight's show because we got some topics for y'all. So let's go ahead and do it.
All right.
What we got, Summer?
All right, everybody. So tonight's topics is going to be Beyonce and Jay-Z are discussing taking legal action against Kanye West following vulgar and offensive attacks on their kids.
Hmm.
Terrible news, Kanye. Do better. Anyway, topic number two, Monique calls for Tyler Perry to take accountability following his tribute to Angie Stone. Married to Medicine's Quad Webb's boyfriend King could allegedly be in some serious legal trouble over that Rolls Royce situation. Candy Burris calls Tamar Braxton a clown for old lady gang shade, and Tamar pettily posts viral vocals video. And finally, Trump administration dropped policy prohibiting contractors from having segregated facilities. And at the end, we will be closing out with the mental health moment with Sky and the encouragement moment with Chris. We'll have our announcements and then we will close the show.
And before we do that, we want to make sure that we give our condolences to George Foreman's family, who had just passed, if I'm not mistaken, this past weekend. So we definitely want to give our condolences to old George Foreman, them good old George Foreman grills.
Yes,
Baby, I love me a George Foreman grill. The,
yes,
the air fryer before it was an air fryer, okay?
amen.
You hear me?
Rashad, come on, baby.
Come on in the room.
Exactly. Do y'all know? Here's a what
Oh,
the fuck fact about George Foreman, if you didn't know.
Mhm.
George Foreman named all his kids after him.
Are
So
you
it's
serious?
George Foreman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
now that seemed insane.
No,
That seems
and it's real. He named
that's
all the
crazy.
boys. The boys are. He's got like five of them. They're all. He's one, and then they got like four of them, five of them after him. Yeah,
That is crazy.
yeah.
That is some wild stuff. Like, wow. I didn't even
That
know that.
sounds like chaos and confusion.
Which George are you talking to? Number two, number three.
I mean, don't have no criminals in your family.
Hell no. Everybody's guilty, okay?
That is definitely a fun fact, though. I did not know that. I really did not know that. So that is definitely something. But yeah, George Foreman, you will be missed, and we hope that them grills are still selling.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first topic. Oh, this is like I said, it's a doozy when with this whole situation here.
Beyonce and Jay-Z discussing taking legal action against Kanye West following vulgar and offensive attacks on their kids. Where is Kanye's PR team? Praise the Lord.
That's what I want to know. I want to know that too because this is a whole shit show. It really is. It's a whole shit show. Um, and y'all know I likes to get into the nitty gritty of it all because this is some mess. Like he went on a full spree last week, and this was one of the things that he had said. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is Twitter. I believe I'm thinking it's either Twitter or Instagram, and he had made this statement where he said, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're red, not like
Well, they crossed it out, but it
retarded,
said
basically
retarded.
retarded. Yeah, retarded. Not like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice. Now, this right here was just way out of line. Way out of line. Way out of line.
Listen here, I don't play with people's kids. I
Exactly.
don't talk about people's kids, and I don't allow other adults to talk about children in my presence either because I've been a little gay kid and I've seen adults sit around and talk about me, and I know how that impacts children. I would never do that to anyone's kids, whether they were special needs children or not. And then what is it? I often wonder, what is it satiating you to know whether my kid is special? What fire did it put out in you? And then Kanye recently talked about how he really feels like his mother's death was his fault because he feels like if he never got rich and famous, that she never would have had that surgery and she never would have died. That is not licensed for you to be a jackass.
Mm,
It's not licensed for you to continue to carry on in the manner in which you do when you're just saying terrible, awful things and trying to blame it on your mother's death. Your mother's death can't be your excuse for the rest of your life.
nope.
At some point, you're going to have to grow up. And then you worried about somebody's kids. We worried about Donda kid right now. We worried
Right.
about her right now. We worried about you and your special needs. Because you don't go around talking about folks' children. You
Yeah.
can talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce all day. Them folks is grown. Leave them babies alone.
Exactly. And then he had the nerve to sit here and say this right here. He made this statement and he said there will never be an apology to the Carter family until they help me with my children. Niggas be getting one nigga out of jail at a time to look prestigious. The Carters and the Kardashians are basically the same, except the Kardashians are sex trafficking. You see? Wow.
Child. Well, I don't know if y'all saw the list that he made of the people that he was mad at. It was a long ass list.
Yeah, and I
But
got we got half of them. We got half of some of these tweets that he was
he put his
throwing.
own damn kids on the list of people he pissed off at. You see me? This all I can say is when he called himself supporting Trump, um he's
Right, Steven.
been mentally unstable before that, but that let us know where his mental capacity was at when he did that shit. But I agree with you, Jeremy. Talking about people's kids is completely out of pocket.
It
Like,
is.
I don't care. Even if the kid, like, two adult people that decide to have kids, even if they found out that the kids were not going to be normal, quote unquote, why does that mean that they don't deserve to live? You know what I'm saying? Why should they be murdered or have any less value than any other child? I don't think that's right. And Jay-Z is one of the richest. I think his value net worth is like $2.2 billion or somewhere up in there. um,
Mm-hmm.
they can afford to get their children the care
Hmm.
and the assistance that they need to thrive. And I think that that's all that really matters. Are they loved children? You
I
know,
agree.
who the hell is Kanye West, who ain't in the same household with his children?
No.
I, I'll
To
tell
make
you. I'll tell you another story that's related, but it's not. I often wonder what because if somebody come to you, I was walking at a professional of like outing. This lady comes up to me and she says, I never met this lady before. She walking alongside of me. And I had a Chanel brooch on and a Chanel outfit or something I had on. And she said, this is the first thing she said to me out her mouth. Is your Chanel real?
Oh, 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 oh.
Is it your
And
business?
you know, me not missing a beat, I said, is your titties real? Is that hair real? Is that your skin or is that makeup? That's rude. And
Exactly.
it's not only is it rude, but you have to often ask people, what fire does that put out within you to know anything about me?
Right.
Especially the things that you're asking. You need to talk to your therapist about that because this a lot of the time I don't gossip with people because first of all, I would rather be talking about me. I mean,
Okay.
call it what you want to, but I would rather be talking about me. And secondly, it puts out no fire inside of me to know anything about you. I don't see people and start questioning things. It doesn't, that's not how my mind works. So
Hmm.
I often wonder, like, is Jay-Z kids mental capacity or, status keeping you up at night? Like, what,
Right.
what,
Right.
what made you get up and say that?
And then he went on to say he wasn't going to apologize about anything he said until they helped him with his kids. And I'm trying to understand, where is it anywhere their responsibility? They raising they children, whatever kind of children they got. That's what their focus is on. It ain't on your children. While you're parading around this half naked Kardashian lookalike, you probably should be focused on being very present and available for your children.
Yeah.
Because I don't see you posting them.
Nope.
I don't see you talking about how you're there for them. I don't see them at your Sunday services. I don't see them on any of your records that you're not putting out because we ain't buying you anyway if you're putting out. And I'm just trying to understand where this is coming from, except for you're a very petty ass person who is miserable and you need to get offline and get in the line of the therapist so that you can get somebody to talk to, because the internet is not it, my love.
It's
Get off.
not. It's really not. And for you to sit here and say that about your ex-wife, say that she is a sex trafficker, like that is
Well,
crazy.
you was okay with it when you married into that family, now wasn't you?
Sure was. And then he was talking about, oh yeah, my wife, a white woman, owns the names of my kids. And it's just
Look at
like,
this though. Y'all check this out. Check this out. Check this out. But what he said, the Kardashians are sex workers and they sex traffic all of the black children they strategically produce. Kim Kardashian, Kim Kardashian is a sex trafficker. I don't like that that Twigs has my daughter in her video dressing all
who
grown. I
is
would have
Twigs?
right. I'm like, who is Twigs? I would have expected more from Twigs. It's fuck. It's fuck all you niggas. My soul is black, and I watch y'all don't believe me and just say I'm crazy.
Now he could be correct in the sex trafficking. I don't know. None of us know that. But
Hmm.
what I will say is there a court system you can visit for custody? If
Right.
you believe that your child or children are in a family of sex traffickers or in an unsafe environment, first of all, if anyone has watched anything that North is saying, North is saying some real shit. She ain't like neither parent, if you ask me. She's unless she's like old school Kanye before all of this rigmarole got started.
Hmm.
Um, she's told him that his clothing line is terrible, it's ugly, and he needs to stop putting it on and putting it out there because she would never want to wear that. And I have never, in any pictures I've seen of North, seen her dressed inappropriate for a child. I've
Right.
never seen her dressed inappropriately. Now she might
Me.
have a different kind of style because rich kids dress differently because they have access to designers that the average child may not have. But
Hmm.
what I will say is, even if Twigs or whatever the hell he calling Kim is doing something inappropriate, like any other parent that I hear complaining about the custodial parent, go down to your local courthouse and file for custody for your children. If you can prove, if we just think you crazy and you have proof of this, then you can go down to a courthouse, because it's not like you can't afford to, and get custody of your children if you feel like you can be the better parent and the more stable and grounded parent. But I can guarantee you the reason why that's not being done is because no judge in their right mind is getting ready to give them kids to you.
Well,
No.
you also didn't give a damn when you was down there fucking her. So
Exactly.
when you
And
was
there were
down
kids in there.
there having all them kids with her ass, it was just fine and dandy because really, the truth be told, you wanted the clout too. You
Yep.
wanted to be a power couple like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Truth be told, you want what they have. Now
Mhm.
that's the real nitty-gritty of it. And now you got your kids, and now y'all not together, and now you finding all kind of problems with them. You weren't saying that when you was down there fucking her. So be quiet now. Hush your mouth.
And
Because
then he
truth
went
be
on.
told, you the one ain't got no good. You the one who mind ain't right.
Because he ain't gave her not one, not two, not three, but four children.
Exactly. Do all that time. So this is what I hate about this. I say this all the time. Don't ever speak ill about somebody that you was laying down with for years. Because if she was sex trafficking and you knew about it, it makes you complicit. It makes you complicit. You know about it. You knew enough about it to say some shit about it. So that means you were there when it was happening. So why didn't you say to people?
Well, it's not a secret if we all remember how Kim Kardashian got her start. She
Yeah.
became a wide known person over a fucking sex tape with Ray J. So that's who she was. But if you think about, what did Kanye West himself say? When a nigga get on his feet and get a little money, he get a white woman.
Leave your ass
And
That's
for a
what he
white
did
girl.
say. He did
exactly
say that.
what he did when he got some money. And I ain't seen him with a black woman yet.
We have to talk about the mental instability of Geminis. Donald Trump, Kanye West, we have to have a discussion about that star sign. Something in your mind ain't right.
It's two people.
It is. It's two people. And but he didn't stop there though. Here's another one that he said about them. He didn't stop there. He sat there and said, "Iggy, I was sorry for speaking on your kids. That was some faggot ass. What's that? What he
Cardi,
said? Cardi?
I
Cardi
yeah.
shit?
think that's her baby daddy, Iggy's baby daddy.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what the hell? So then he says, now Jay Z and Beyonce on the other end, fuck those coon ass niggas and their entire families. Like, what the hell?
But he's the one who stopped when Taylor Swift was on the award show getting her award, that said Beyonce should have won because you was kissing a major ass when you was on a team. So what I would like to know is, why don't you go ahead and spill the delicious tea of why you ain't friends with they ass no more? Because that's what I'm interested in.
Who is
All
that?
this uh
Kanye.
Kanye, remember when Taylor Swift was winning the album of the year
Oh
and he got
yeah.
up there and interrupted her and said Beyonce should have won it
I
when
can
he
tell
was
you
all
what.
up under them?
Have you ever met somebody who lost a parent and it became their entire personality? Or they
No.
experienced some kind of loss and
Because I lost my daddy, and I'm going to tell you 2 years ago. And I'm going to tell you right now, I might have my days where I'm sad that my daddy ain't around, but I'm not going around and saying I can be awful because he gone.
well, let me tell you, I lost my dad when I was 13 years old. And
Hmm.
there are some people who they literally never recover from it because a lot of people aren't putting in the time and the effort and the investment in their mental health, because losing your parent really forces you to face your mortality. It
Yeah.
forces you into facing all kinds of things, and you have to seek help from it, whether it be from friends and family or a mental professional if it gets to that level. He never sought out the appropriate help that he needed, and it's displaying in every portion of his life, in his wife, in his children. It's showing up everywhere. Get some fucking help, you weird ass Gemini, and and tame that other personality you got, because he's ruining your life. And everybody ain't gonna listen. I say it all the time. Effie, we all got pain. Ain't nobody got time to be putting up with your shit Cause I got my own shit to deal with. And you ain't gonna traumatize me because you've been traumatized. Get away from me with this, Apollo.
Another thing
Exactly.
too with this whole thing for me is with this situation is that you're going in on this family. I mean, I could have sworn this family was really close at one point in time. Kanye and the Carters. I could have sworn they were close at one point in time. But here you are going on these people's, going in on them, and then you're going on their children, and
Mm-mm.
I just don't understand. It's a very poor taste, and I can only imagine how this looks still for Kim Kardashian. Because this is still an extension to her.
Once
Yeah.
you talk
Her.
about my babies, it's done. It ain't no coming back from it. Once you talk about my babies, I can't expose my children to people who mean them ill.
Well,
So
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. This is what Jay Z and Beyonce are finding about it. They said Jay Z and Beyonce find it shocking that Kanye West attacked their two youngest children in a disgusting all caps rant via X on Tuesday evening. A source exclusively tells Page Six that the couple will absolutely not stand for it after the stronger rapper has spoken about their children in such a vulgar and offensive manner. Jay-Z and Beyonce are aware of the posts Kanye has since deleted and are discussing how they want to handle this situation. Rather that be privately and rather that be privately or in a legal manner, the insiders say.
I just don't think that. I think that that's bullshit. If I'm being completely honest, what the fuck y'all gonna do legally? Because he said something about y'all kids. Like
What's going on,
that don't
Chanel?
don't even make sense.
Right, right.
What are we talking about? Like I don't think Jay Z and Beyonce said we gonna pursue legal. Like, but it's just in such poor taste that there's egregious exists for a reason.
Hmm.
It exists for a reason. Some things are just too far and we cannot recover from it. I'm done.
Yep, it is. It's just very distasteful, disheartening. And I can only imagine. I wouldn't be surprised if they are, wanting to take legal action. I know, Mama Knowles had something to say as well about this as well too. Um, she had something to say about it. Basically saying that, let me go ahead and say what she said. She hopped on Instagram Wednesday and posted a video of herself seemingly addressing Kanye's ex rant targeting Jay Z and Beyonce, 7-year-old twins. And she said on Tuesday, Kanye had wrote on X, wait, has anyone ever seen Jay Z and Beyonce's younger kids? Um, so then that goes for her. She went on and jumped on, and it appears to be on IG. Tina cracks what she describes as a corny joke, seemingly directed at Kanye. Tina captions the clip with a pointed message saying, "It's hard to remain positive and classy in the face of ignorance and evil." She adds, "But I know that no weapon formed against me or my family shall prosper. This battle is not mine, but the Lord's. I know that God has got this."
Now, let me say, I love Mama Tina. I also want to get her book, Matriarch. She has a hell of a tour planned with Michelle Obama, Gayle King, Kiki Palmer. Like, I want to get her new book, Matriarch. I'm going to go out and get that. What I will say also is this. I remember this story. This man, this about to get real ghetto, so stay with me. Um, this man, my sister baby daddy cousin, was over my sister house, and we was all hanging out. And my dog came in the door, and he said, "Man, get this ugly ass dog out of here, cause bitch, your mama ugly." Don't you ever like I go, especially if it's my baby. I couldn't imagine a child that I bore from my loins. And this man called my dog ugly, and I went straight to your mama ugly bitch. Like I couldn't even imagine how Jay Z and Beyonce feel. Cause fuck you. Oof.
I look, I totally agree with you on that too, Jeremy, because I mean, when you look at this, that is just so very disrespectful because he wouldn't want anybody to talk about his kids, but let alone he's already like Summer said, he already put them in a list. In a list.
That baby is tired and he needs a nap. And I feel you, Jeremy, on the talking about my kids, whether it's a fur baby or a human baby, I don't care. Listen, keep your mouth off God's children. And that's all I gotta say. You don't, cause I'm gonna go toe to toe. I don't care who you are. You could be my own mama. Say something about my kids if you want to. We gonna fight. 'Cause
Exactly.
that's mine. You ain't gonna say shit about my kids because you produce a kid and we'll see how your kids turn out and what happens to your kids. Cause that is something that you can't control. When your kids are developing inside of you, that's between God and the process. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, luckily, they're very beautiful children. But if anything was wrong with those children, he wouldn't want nobody to put their mouth on them,
No,
say nothing.
no,
It's not the child's fault. And that's the bigger thing. Like, with all the adults, we can rationalize and everything, but these children have access to the internet and this shit don't go away. And if they do have any type of deformity or issues, anything like that, who's to say how much understanding that they do have where they could see this, or somebody that they go to school with can make a mention of it, or anything would tear down their self-esteem, and that's not cool.
no. It's not. It's not at all. It's really not. So you know what, Kanye? We're gonna say this before we move on. You need to get your life in order because you have too much going on. I mean, these are just not only the only rants that he went on. This man went on a full rant. And he talked about so many people, but we not even gonna go into that because there's so many people that he targeted. Um,
It
just
was a
within that
long
tweet.
list.
Yeah, it was a long, very long list.
But the
And
saddest
Also,
part is that all of his children are under 13 years old and they
mhm,
own the list. That'll tell you about his mental capacity.
yeah,
also, I am committed to being the person that I needed as a child. I'm committed to showing up in spaces that matter. And especially if it's online or anything, what I don't do is talk about kids in a negative way. And I won't allow other adults to do it. I am going to be who I wish I had.
right. And like I said again, Kanye, you need to get you some serious help, some psychological help. Get yourself on some medicine or something. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next next topic. What's the next one? We got something.
All right. So Monique calls for Tyler Perry to take accountability following his tribute to the late Angie Stone.
And we have a video that we're gonna play first of what Tyler had said that triggered Monique into this situation. So let's go ahead and play just a little bit of what it was.
Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm angry at the way she was treated. I did not know all the things that she was going through. Recently, I found out because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not being hooked and manipulated by an algorithm telling me what to think and how to feel. So I don't see everything. But to think that this woman was in the business for all of these years, and there's a difference between performing because you want to and performing because you have to. All of those years, all of those songs, all of that money that was owed to her, where is it? It's wrong. It is wrong. And I'm tired of seeing us struggle and go through things and work hard and not reap the benefits of what we were supposed to reap.
Mm.
I'm gonna scratch my head because Monique called Tyler Perry out a long time ago about
Hmm.
money, about him knowing that she wasn't paid fairly and she was treated unfairly. I'm gonna say allegedly because it was never really, I'm gonna say, supported or proven. It was just her word against his no statement whatsoever to her unfair treatment or unfair pay. And now he's moved by what's happening to many people in the industry. She's not the only one in the music industry that has been robbed, stolen from, or treated unfairly. But Monique ain't gonna let this go, Tyler. Just go on and apologize.
I'm gonna say this because this is what Monique said. I'm gonna give you a little bit of what she said. She said, "Dear Tyler Perry, I recently watched your heartfelt speech at Angie Stone's funeral, where you expressed frustration over her mistreatment by the music industry. It struck me and my husband Sydney as a poignant. I can't even say this word, Jesus, poignant, um, but also
You
made
said it
us
right.
reflect. I can't never say that word. That word always gets me. Poignant, but also made us reflect on some unsettling discrepancies in your actions towards me. One, you expressed anger over Angie's mistreatment, yet you labeled me difficult to work with, despite never having worked with me. How can you condemn poor treatment of others when you've imposed the same on me? We have audio of you admitting you were wrong. Two, you ask, where's the money she's owed? Well, where's my public apology that you promised in 2016? The false narrative you perpetuated helped blackball me, costing me tens of millions. Where's the restitution for that? Three, you mentioned being tired of us not receiving the benefits we deserve, yet you asked me to promote Precious for free without a contract or compensation, which highlights your double standard. Four, you said we should be careful in how we treat children of God. As a man of faith, where is your responsibility to act with love and truth? You promised me an apology years ago, but it's yet to come. Unlike the music industry, which you rightfully criticize, we have audio documentation of your actions. Shouldn't you be held accountable too? In closing, I hope your words at Angie's funeral inspire you to correct the wrongs done to my family and me. You have the power to do so. As you've shared biblically teachings, please remember what will profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul. We await your response with love and respect, Monique and Sydney. Hmm.
You know what? I have to say this. I'm on the fence about this because, sis, let it go. This man does not want to take accountability for something. You can't force him to do that. At the same time, it is bewildering and insulting for a man to get up and talk about an industry that's treating someone unjustly while being a part of another industry that's doing the same thing to someone. I can understand how that pains her. I
Mhm.
also think that Monique needs to find peace with this because every time that man say or do something, here she comes. Here she come. He can't even walk his dog without her saying, but you ain't you like, girl, let it go. You got to find peace with this. And I'm on Monique's side here. That woman is a lot of things. She's not a liar. She didn't call herself a hoe. Her pussy ran through fat. She didn't call herself everything.
Mhm.
I would be inclined to believe that she's also telling the truth about you, Tyler Perry, who doesn't seem to be able to tell the truth about anything either.
Yeah, it's a lot. Summer, what are your thoughts?
Well, I can say that I agree. She needs to let it go. I mean, she needs to move forward or onward and upward from here. This man is never going to um address the accusations that you have. He's never going to give you a heartfelt speech that you feel like you deserve. And I'll point out that what's his name? The comedian damn, what's his name? It's just going out of my head because I'm
Take your
old.
time.
But anyway, it starts with a D.
So,
Shit.
DL Hughley?
D, thank you, honey, for being in my brain. Okay,
Mhm.
so D.L. Hughley had given her an opportunity after she did get that black. I do know that that black ball situation did happen to her, right?
Mhm.
And the reason why I know that is because D.L. Hughley admitted that on a public platform and said, "Hey, I understand. I feel bad for you and what's happening to you. I have a platform that you can be on. Come on my platform." And when she got on the platform, he said, "Number one, your job is a comedian, and you ain't funny. You whatever your job was to spend an hour um making people laugh, and Do you remember the comedy special?
Hmm.
Okay, that's the same response that everybody else gave because we don't remember because it's not notable, it's not funny. I feel like at some point your niche is the thing that you're great at, right? And if you're going
Mm-hmm.
to say I'm a comedian, then your job is to make people laugh. That's what most comedians do on their hardships or anything that they're going through. They find a way to bring light to it, make it funny. When what's his name? The other one that I love so much, Dave Chappelle. When
Mm-hmm.
Dave Chappelle was going through all of that shit, him losing $1 million contracts and things of that nature, what did he do? He turned around and made a big ass joke of it, made people laugh, made his money a different kind of way, and got justice for himself. If other people can do it, then you can do it, my love. All I'm saying is don't take the lazy route. Maybe that nigga you laying up under ain't telling you anything, encouraging you to be a victim. At this late age, auntie, let's stop being a victim. Okay? Yes, people have hurt you, but does that exclude you from being able to come back from that? No, it doesn't. We've all had some hard times where people have treated us unfairly, said bad shit about us, done us wrong. But we can either cry about that shit or we can wipe them tears and stand on some other shit and get some other shit done. I want to see you, if you, Monique, if you can hear me, honey, I want you to come out with a special that we can laugh at. Make fun of Tyler Perry in a dress. Do something that we can all see your talent and see your value and see your worth. Don't fucking just get on every platform you can to complain and you are not actively doing anything. If you can get on your Instagram, see the thing about it is that it's 2025. It ain't 1995. So you can get on your platform and you don't even need anybody to give you a Netflix special. Use your fucking YouTube channel. Use Instagram, use TikTok, use Facebook. Get on there and create your own comedy special, monetize it and make your fucking money. And stop complaining about who ain't acknowledging your pain. Because a lot of times, the people that owe us an apology will never give us one.
Hmm. Hmm. Ain't that true?
And you got to be okay with it. That's what
Yeah.
I was saying. You got to move on.
You got to
It's
move
not,
on.
you got to move on. You got to be okay if that man never apologizes to you. And you got to find some kind of peace with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the more every time, I mean, the man could sneeze and she'd be like, "You ain't paid me for precious." Like it's just like, girl, we
Move on.
believe it. And then part of me understands it because it's just like, why should I have to let it go? But it's it's drawn on your energy now because when I think of Monique, I no longer think of the prolific actress and comedian. Now this has seeped into her persona as an energy. It's like she's an actor singer. I mean, she's a actress and comedian, and she's also like in a feud with Tyler Perry. Like you don't want that to become a part of your energy. Often when we talk about Tupac and Biggie, we talk about their beef. It's sharing space with their talent, and no rivalry should have that kind of energy.
I totally agree. I totally agree, and that's another thing too that I look at with this whole situation. And like I said, I look at it from both sides. I see the side with Monique, and then I also see the side from the where okay, you need to let it go side. You know what I'm saying? Like I do understand her frustration. I understand the anger. I understand all of that. But at some point, just like what y'all said, you have to let it go. You have to let that pain go. You can't sit there and harbor and sit on that pain because that pain will consume you, and it has. It's consumed you all these years. How long ago was that? You know what I'm saying? This has been a long time. Are you talking to a therapist? Have you sat with a therapist? Are you talking to someone? Obviously,
You're
you're.
an angry black woman at this point. That's all we see. You're an angry black woman. Now I get it. I was mad at my ex-husband for 10 whole years after we got divorced for the relationship and
Hmm.
what he didn't do and the apologies he owed me and the respect I didn't get and all those things. But you know what that did? It just blocked me from being able to be in the presence of somebody who could have loved me and my children the way I deserved to be loved because I was treating everybody angrily because I was mad at his ass. And you know what
Hmm.
he was doing? Skipping down the street having a good old time because he didn't give a damn about my tears or my anger or my sadness. It wasn't affecting him. I didn't get that apology until my children were grown. You see what
And
I'm saying? And
yep.
at that point, I didn't even need the shit. I didn't need nor care about the apology. However, she has to understand that if you are known for being a comedian, then do comedy. Pay
Yeah.
this, get your closure by succeeding in the face of people who try to stagnate your growth. That's what you can do to get people back. He is not going to apologize, especially if he don't feel wrong. We don't know his side of the story because he don't even care enough to say nothing to it. That's how much he don't even give a damn. He ain't even addressing it. For years, he's never tell me a time when he addressed it because he
Can I
hasn't.
tell you? Can I tell you what I think it really is?
Hmm.
I think that he's valuing one friendship over the other. I think that Oprah what is his friend, and I think Monique was his friend and colleague. And I think that if he says something, it would somehow fracture the relationship that he has with Oprah. So he has prioritized and valued that relationship over the one that he has with Monique.
Hmm.
And he also could be protecting a black woman by not saying, here's the thing, I'm gonna say this and it doesn't make it right. When you work in a place of professionalism, sometimes you do are required to do unexpected things, unpaid things. And again, I'm gonna say it don't make it right. It don't make it right, but it's a part of it sometimes. I, I manage a large group of people. Sometimes I have to stay up at night, or sometimes I may look at my work phone and see somebody needs me, but I'm not at work and it's an emergency. And sometimes you do these things because you do it for the love of it. Is it
Hmm.
right that you're unpaid for it? I don't agree with that either. But that's what comes with the gig. And I think that what was understood didn't need to be said, especially in the entertainment industry. And Monique was saying, look at all that I've done and look at who I am.
Hmm.
And you still expect me to work for free, and I can't do that. Everybody works for free in some capacity. It does not make it right, but it is what's called for at certain times. And I
I'm
just,
gonna say into that, you can negotiate your value. That's on you. Now, is it his fault that you don't have a team that went in there and said, "Oh no, no, baby, this is Monique. She ain't working for that amount."
Right.
That's not his fault.
I think she did. I think there was some promotion that was paid for the movie, and I think that they did not expect the windfall to happen from the movie. So I think that they didn't expect all of this to come from that movie, which prompted them to have more additional promotional opportunities, which would push the success of the film. So I think that she completed her obligations for promotional sides. And then they were like, girl, well, it's doing so well. We can go here and we can do this. Excuse me. And we were invited to occupy spaces we didn't think we would be invited to. We need you to come. And she was like, wait a minute. I'm spending time with my family. I'm doing
Hmm.
this. And I think that it just led to something that became so vile and ugly. And then I think that they should be held accountable too. The lady said she didn't want to do it. The film still did what it did. What we talking about? Like why y'all blackball her? And we know she was blackballed from what because of what they said. It's just so frustrating.
It really is. I mean,
I agree.
That's the reason why.
But
That's
she
the
chose not to do it. Just like you said, here's
Mm-hmm.
some
reason.
other opportunities that you can push this and maybe create more at the box office. If
Yep.
she said, I'm at home spending time with my family instead, then you made a choice. And with your
Yep.
choice comes repercussions. So
Uh-huh.
if I don't want to promote the movie, then it did what it did and I got what I got, and that's it. You
And she
can't be
got
mad
an
about
Oscar from it. She literally
it. You
got an
did.
Oscar
You
for
got what
Right.
you
Playing
got,
Saturday.
honey. Now, what is you so mad at? They gave you the recognition. Now, the thing is that what she didn't count on was that she wasn't going to be able to get any more work after that. Because you
Yeah.
got to understand, you got a little arrogant, sweet pea. You got a
Mm-hmm.
little ahead of yourself. Because the reason why I believe Tyler Perry ain't saying nothing else about it is because if he has a big money maker behind him and pushing out, helping him push out and do the numbers that he wants to do for the success of his business, he is protecting that relationship. By all
Yeah.
means, he has every right to do that. Now, if you didn't find it important because you it's the principle of the matter for you, then you can't be mad. I mean, well, you can be mad at whatever you want, but everybody is making a choice in this situation. You made your choice, now sit with it.
Yep.
Exactly.
You do have what they can't do is silence you on every platform. If that was the case, we wouldn't even be talking about her ass today because we wouldn't hear from her. But
No.
since you can get on a platform and speak, why not use it to push your comedy? You're not using your platform and your influence for what you could do to get yourself out there on your own accord. There are other people who have done that. When they tried to do that shit to Dave Chappelle, he went around their ass. Why won't you? Cat Williams, they was doing him like that. What did he do? He said, I seen a nigga buy a damn military base and I went and bought one. If you want to record over here, you
Mm-hmm.
can. Why don't you go be friends with Cat Williams, who has a place where Oprah can't affect what you record? But you're not networking. You're complaining and crying over what you didn't get or your injustices have never helped nobody.
That's the part that really got me in this whole situation was, there's other opportunities that she has had since this whole incident. She's had several other opportunities. Like I said again, I really need her to go seek a therapist, have that talk, and just really clear her herself, because at this point this is becoming very toxic. This is becoming very, very toxic.
And keep in
And
mind, just like you said, DL Hughley, when he gave her that opportunity, you know what she did with it? She decided
mhm,
to get on his platform and talk about his beef with his child.
see.
And he booted her ass right on off. Now you really blackball, bitch. Because I gave you a chance. And what you did was did some messy shit when you got a platform that I gave you. You brought my business to the platform and drug me for filth and made it where
Yeah.
my daughter wasn't speaking to me no more. He said it. This ain't
I,
allegedly. He said this shit out of his mouth.
I
Mm.
totally feel like just like Monique, we need to move on. Cause what the
Yep.
fuck?
And
Exactly.
that's what we about to go ahead and do. We about to go ahead. Monique, please so go ahead and seek counseling,
Do better,
please.
honey,
Yeah.
auntie.
Yeah.
We love her. We love her.
So what's our next topic?
All right, so Married to Medicine's Quad Webb's boyfriend King could allegedly be in some serious legal trouble.
Yes, so this is what's going on this, and basically what's going on allegedly. So King is being sued for stealing a Rolls Royce. He leased it back in 2023 from someone, had it hidden, and took out the GPS tracker, rented it out to several people from his luxury car dealership, and then had a person call in and say it was stolen. They're saying it came back up because of him gifting Quad one, and they saw him on TV. I didn't want to believe he was a scammer from when he first aired on TV, but a lot of people on Twitter was saying that that's Kurt, the scammer. I don't think it's the same car, but who knows? Like I said, this is all allegedly.
And that's why sometimes being on these reality TV shows ain't your best work. He didn't really need to be on here. I don't think the check was going to be that fat for him, but he wanted to support, I guess, Quad getting back at her ex-husband, and he was coming over here and make sure he let everybody know he got a couple coins in his purse, and now you're getting sued.
Yep. This is like I said, this is crazy. I know there was one person I guess that had knew about the situation, and they had said no. King didn't lease a car or do anything directly. His business partner subleased a car from his business partner's father's business, who was leasing it from someone else. King is being sued because his business is involved. There's a post that summarizes everything before this one. The court documents don't state King as having done anything, however, his partner is. Also, the car was lost slash stolen after it was leased to someone else through their business. Now, like I said, this is a lot that's going on in this in this whole story. It's a lot. Um, yeah, it's definitely a lot.
Miss
Anywhere, anyway,
Quad, Miss
shape, or form.
Quad, Miss Quad, Miss Quad, what you gonna do? Is you
I
gonna
don't.
trade in yours?
I, I don't know what in the Family Dollar, Kmart, Walmart is going on, but like Phaedra Park says, they are them bitches. I mean, it just. I mean, your man done stole a car. Like I don't understand how you done got yourself entangled in something. At least Apollo had the decency to have embezzlement. You done stole a car. You a low down carjacker. I don't understand how Quad the fraud then get. I don't know how she didn't get involved with such Family Dollar activity. I'm sorry. And everybody know I like me a Family Dollar deal. They got coupons on Saturday. But I don't live there, baby. She done moved in with the man. She lived with him. It's a no.
Yeah, I just don't understand what's going on, Rice.
Hey, Rice. Look,
I
Miss
It
just
has
Quad, Miss Quad, ain't got it, ain't got it. Cause, honey, I don't understand. Like with that whole episode, I think this came out all because he gifted her that Rolls Royce on the
mm-hmm.
show when that wasn't necessary. He knew that before he gave her that gift, he knew that whatever was going on with the missing Rolls Royce and all that. So why bring it like obviously they wasn't thinking about it before that day. Now you done reminded these people that you ain't get them their damn car.
It's the whole thing for me. I mean, rather if the first part was true or rather the second part is true, all of it is just messy. All of it is messy to me. Because now your business, rather if it's you getting sued or rather if it's your business, either either one is bad. So I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't. I don't. What
I
Shay
get it,
said?
Reese.
Shanae
Let
said
them know.
they gotta tell they man they filming.
Right. You gotta let them know, hey, then just wait till after the cameras leave, baby, and give me the car after that.
Right.
You know, because I mean, Married to Medicine has done turned into the ghetto fest anyway with these doctors. So for it's just unnecessary. Pay Gregory back another kind of way. It don't matter.
Rashad. I mean, Chris, can you find that read that Phaedra did to the Married to Medicine housewives? Because
Oh
it
my God, that was funny.
it was so embarrassing. Like I wouldn't be friends with her after that.
Oh hell no, for real.
Phaedra Parks is a Scorpio, and she said it with her whole chest. She said she called them fat. She called them all kind. She called them all out their name. They
Yes,
need to
yes,
cancel the show after that.
yes. She said. So I'm gonna go. I gotta find this because that was too funny. Let's see, Phaedra. We're gonna go ahead and see about this. Now, this is the unorthodox part about Unplugged because that's why this show is called Unplugged because we're gonna go and figure out what Phaedra had said. about.
Phaedra read them down. Do you hear me? And then
Okay, that's what you know.
she said she called them fat and funny looking.
She sure
Ah,
did.
ah.
She
She said
did.
they was mean girls.
You can say a lot about Phaedra, but that lady mouth is something to contend with. You hear me?
Yeah.
Right. It is. It definitely is. She is. Phaedra is something else.
First of all,
So
I forgot she got her reading skills off Housewives. Cause
she
you have
did.
to give a good read down on the Housewives, and Married to Medicine crew wasn't ready for her read downs.
What she call that lady? A bad body, a bad bill bitch?
She said they was funny looking. Uh,
No, I'm talking about on the show. When she called that the Apollo new girlfriend. She
oh,
said,
bad built, wide back. She called her a wide back linebacker.
give it to them,
Child.
Phaedra. Go on and just let them have it.
But when I seen the wife, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, she was on point. Like
Yeah.
she is bad built, and then you could tell she done got that tummy tucked because you could see that the belly button ain't realistic looking.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like I said, Phaedra. What Phaedra said. Let's see. What Shanae said. They all look baffled. Was like, huh? Right. When she read them for Phil, they was like, what? So I like I said, I'm up here. I'm up here. Y'all know I'm still over here looking for it because I know I want to read it. I want to read it verbatim of what she said because that was too. That was way too fun. That was classic Phaedra.
Definitely.
That was very classic Phaedra. Can nobody do it like her? She said, I want to make sure I got this one, make sure I got the full one right. She said, I'm not going to be able to say that I enjoy anything about this group because I feel like they're demonic minions of hell. Parks 51 said, they are those bitches, those mean, angry black women who are mean to other black women because they're fat, they're funny looking. You know, you know, you know what I'm saying? They're just jealous and hateful. She went she went on to seemingly explain her reasons for exiting the series. She said, I don't see a future with these ladies because they don't like me and I like people who like me. And I don't try to participate in spaces that I'm not welcome in. So I'm very happy to be leaving. I'm ecstatic.
I don't blame her. Really, I don't think she fit in with the group.
No.
Number one, um, she 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 is too up to date in terms of her attitude, her dress code, what she's into. She's more fun than that group.
Yeah,
Um,
because they kind of boring to me.
they are.
I also don't want to hang out with no bitches who husband and boyfriend that stole a car.
Okay.
I don't want that for myself.
That's right, Shanae. She did. She collected her check to move on.
She did. And then also, first of all, why y'all checking for my irrelevant ass ex-husband, bringing him on the show? Y'all already got me on the show.
I feel
Now
Now
like
that
some,
was low down.
y'all
some
want to bring Apollo's ass on the show with his bad wide back ass wife who was a mistress, and she had already got her 5 minutes of fame on Married to Medicine while I was married to him. So now I gotta share screen time with this bitch. I don't think so. I wouldn't want to
And
share the screen time
and
with her.
even still, she showed up ready to play.
She
And
did.
they took
Still
it
came.
somewhere else. You know,
Mhm.
even still.
But Heavenly's messy ass
Oh my
wanted to
god.
see somebody go back and forth. And she did that to try to see. I don't like being around bitches who think that they can humble me. I don't
Right.
like that. And I think that's exactly what they was trying to do. Cause number one, whatever they fat checks wasn't able for them to come in and put that 40 something $1,000 to make it to 100,000 for that event Jackie was hosting. That
Now I heard that she promised to give them the money, but she didn't get them all the money.
no, she did give it to him. She gave him all $40,000. After
Wow.
that, they were saying she was slow about giving it to him. She didn't give it to him right away, but they did acknowledge that she did cut their ass a check for that money, and they sure got it.
But
So they
they
got
still
a hundred
try
thousand.
they still tried to make it out like Jeremy said though, fam. They did try to make it out as if she was just this low class, low budget, like she didn't have the money. You saw how Heavenly was acting towards her, talking about something. Oh, that's a lot of money, Phaedra.
Well, first of all, Heavenly is still living in the same old house that she been living in, and they already pointed that shit out on the show. When she was beefing with somebody else, they was like, matter of fact, it was Toya, and Toya was like, "You got so much to say about the houses I'm moving into, but bitch, you still living in the same old house you been living in for your whole damn doctor career, and you're a dentist, and the people who's coming out your chair is looking like they got chiclets in their mouth instead of uh, good veneers. So obviously, you ain't doing that great. And then if y'all notice, Dr. Damon was hitting the blunt on the beach. We gotta go back to that. I was like, oh, that's why he with her, because he a little hood himself. Okay, I got you.
They was what should
Yeah,
they
they
say?
were
They
trying
was
to act
trying
like
to
Faith
act.
was broke.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
and first of all, she got a lot of jobs. That lady Jamaican. I got 10 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like she do a lot of shit. So I think that it wasn't really much for her to come up with that $40,000. But they wanted to play in her face. And I think she did that to show them you ain't playing with my cash.
It was
I ain't
actually
giving
it
no
was
bitch $40,000.
it was
I'm not
actually it
either.
was
Sorry,
actually 50. It was 50,000.
Was it? But all
Mm-hmm.
I can say is I would not have
not
given
me.
any of my coins to these ungrateful old bitches, and I would have let they ass have it. However, that whatever they could come up with their friends, because that was in addition to the friends that she called, because they had to admit that too. She had called plenty of people
Yep.
to donate, in addition to her giving the rest out of her fucking pocket, her own pocket. And I would have said, since y'all so elite, great doctors, she is
She
busy.
always. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got so much allegiance and so much high quality friends in y'all network. It shouldn't have been shit to come up with $100,000 with your line of friends.
Yeah,
Yep.
between the two of y'all, but like Phaedra said, they are them bitches.
They
They-
are. And you know what?
Uh,
Dr. Heavenly was what is his name? King, Carlos King was just on Nene's podcast talking about how he's a rich bitch. Well, ain't wasn't he buddy with he did, and he's buddy with Heavenly. So why the rich bitch didn't donate? Where was his contribution? Like you didn't have nobody you could call that with a fat purse that would have donated 20,000 to your event, because
That
you
is a good
needed
question.
all you needed was 10 good people with
And
20,000.
isn't she? Hold on. Isn't she an AKA?
Yep.
Dr. Simone is a. I mean, not Dr. Simone, but Dr. Jackie
One of them
is a
Dr.
AKA.
Jackie, I think.
Yeah.
But none of your people wanted to donate to your cause, would make me have a side eye about your cause.
Exactly. You know what? On that note, I'm just gonna say, you know what, Quad and King, I just really hope that y'all get that together because that's not a good look, especially for
She
King.
said what you said.
What she say? Speaking of Nene, not they talking about she opened the came back like she didn't. You sue them people.
She definitely did. She said she
What's
sued
going on, Wise Flow?
housewives. What up? Yeah, she definitely sued the housewives and then said, "Well, I'm open to going back on if they want me back, I'm open to going back on the show." Like, child, I can't with Nene.
You know, I'm be honest with you, and I'm a little biased with that one because I would be excited to see Nene back. I love
I mean,
Nene.
I'll watch her if she on there.
Yeah, I love
Because
Nene.
these new ladies, I ain't interested. I ain't watching that episode. I'm so sorry. The only thing I was interested in was the tour of Shamia's house, and I didn't even watch that. Um, because they tried to not give Shamia a peach all these years, and then waited till there wasn't nobody left to have on the show to put her on there, and now she the richest housewife than the ones that was on there.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's gonna segue into our next topic. Let's go ahead and jump into that because this right here is a hot mess by itself.
Truly.
So we're gonna go ahead and jump into that one, which is Candy Birds calls Tamar Braxton a clown for old lady gang shade. Tamar pettedly posts viral vocals video. Um, You know what? We're gonna go ahead and play
Play the vocals
one of the
video.
videos of what Candy had to say, and then we're gonna play what Tamar also had to say. So let's go ahead and play what Candy said first.
As far as Candy and the gang, yeah, we did have a conversation about doing another season, but then I don't know, it didn't come together. So Todd and I are still thinking about doing it somewhere else.
Okay, could bring it back. You got all those restaurants. You can, invite Tamar on to.
You will not be bringing her in my interview.
Nobody is saying, yo, where we going to go eat? Let's go to Old Lady. Who?
Can you believe that she's still on you?
I'm not playing games with clowns. Like, I'm not gonna be in the circus with you, sweetheart. Like, we're not doing that ever again.
Love that.
Now this is what Tamar just had to say recently about this whole situation. So we'll go ahead and play what she said.
Y'all know I don't want to talk about that, but y'all can't think I'm jealous of nobody. Like, we all got money. We all are very successful, But it was a 3-year-old video that I don't know how it came to see the light of day. It wasn't supposed to, but okay. And I don't really give a shit. I don't. Or what nobody else is doing. I wish everybody well. Like, I'm not into drama anymore. Like, y'all, I'm just not. It doesn't, and that's the reason why that show didn't happen, because that's not where I was going with my life. That's not where I want to go with my life. I don't want anything to do with it. You know what I mean? And so, like, I hate that, I don't even really kind of want to talk about it, because it always gets bigger than what it's supposed to be. Y'all know I don't want to talk about that.
Well,
Okay, if that's how she felt, why she played a video of Candy on the Housewives episode not hitting them notes.
She need not talk about nobody not hitting the notes.
She don't.
Tamar, if we're speaking about singers and from a classically trained vocalist, first of all, Tamar is a clown. Let's be clear. she fight with everybody too. Everybody can't be the problem. You was just on the Shade Room shading your older sister Tony.
Yep.
Saying she could have called. Everybody can't be the problem. Everybody fighting with your ass. It's you. And I think Tamar is the type of friend you go to lunch with or maybe dinner, but you can't go on vacation with. Like, she's a small doses friend. Like, because sometimes the girl act reasonable and sometimes she just out of her mind. And back to singing, truth be told, I would put Candy and Tamar in very similar boxes. I think that Tamar is the better singer if you put the two up against each other, but Candy has the better career. And I mean, let's just be completely honest about it.
You know what, Shanae? I'm not fooling with you.
OLG is nasty. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, Old Lady Gang is permanently closed. So.
It is. It is.
So it is, and for good reason, because it's nasty.
That's terrible.
But isn't that just
and
one
the
of the
food
locations?
was cold every time I went there. I can't even say whether it's good. If I get what's supposed to be hot food to my table, ice cold, like it's been refrigerated and then brought to my table, then I can't give you no plus.
But isn't that just one of the locations or one of the Old Lady Gangs?
Yeah, that was just one of the locations, because I went to that location when it first opened, and then I gave it a second try before that second location opened up. Now, 2 times I'd be a fool to give you 3 tries. I gave you 2, and they both was bad. So
that'll do it.
I you know what, on this whole situation, I just feel like, when are we gonna let this go? Because this has been going on quite some time too. Like, what is going on with people? A lot of this stuff has just been going on for quite some time.
Well, Tamar got beef with everybody. I think she need to log off, just like Kanye, because she's giving all this energy. First of all, sis, we're not gonna get online and talk about Candy like she the biggest problem in your life when you had a secret mission with the Colonel of KFC. Um and he drug your ass for filth, and then you wanted to be mad at who he was trying to holler at after you, instead of you taking accountability that you did not know this man, you married him undercover, and then he drug your ass publicly, and you was a crash out all over social media. Let's just focus on you getting your shit sustainable so that you're okay. Sell some concert tickets and go from there. Leave
Right.
Candy alone.
All of her locations are trash. I have been to all. They are the same. They are surviving off clout.
Now,
Okay.
can I be honest? I went to Old Lady Gang and I had a wonderful experience. The
Hmm.
customer service went well. The food was marginal, if I'm being completely honest. It wasn't anything that I would write home about. The salmon bites were really good, but all of the staples were very like, they weren't incredible. And I mean, that's just me being honest. I didn't have like a really bad experience there. So I've had way worse experiences at nicer places. Let's talk about I went to Raised in the City,
Hmm.
um, and they ain't season they goddamn food.
They
And
don't.
they was high as hell. And I went down to see, we go eat. We be down eating, spending money on food. And the shit don't be what everybody claiming it is.
In
We
a
had
lot of places, that not just OLG, a lot of these black owned or famous celebrity restaurants really don't be tea, you know.
No.
And some of them probably do wise flow. They might have some vegan options, but not at OLG. I don't. I mean, you. I think they even put meat in their collard greens and shit. But
Yeah, I think.
all I can say is that the food is not, like you said, it ain't to write home about. It's so. But I didn't have a bad customer service experience. The food was just cold when I
yeah.
got it. So I can't rate you great if you didn't even give it to me hot. You know what I'm
And
saying? Like, I just,
And then we got to speak honestly to these restaurateurs and entrepreneurs who opening up business. If your shit ain't great, save it. We got enough mediocre, marginal ass food. Your macaroni may be good for yin yin around the house at the family reunion. It ain't restaurant worthy. It's not restaurant worthy. Save it, sis. Put that money towards something else. Open up one of them Alibaba boutiques that Rashida got.
yeah.
Don't put it in no restaurant. If your shit ain't amazing, save it.
I think she would have done better if she had made OLG the karaoke spot where
Yes, yes.
she could have, utilized some of her fame and what she's good at to draw people in for an ambiance and a good time and a good experience. Then it wouldn't have mattered that her food was mediocre.
Can
As
can
Hmm.
can, can I tell y'all? Since we talking about bad places, let's talk about some good places. Consistently, I get good food at Louisiana Bistro. Consistently, I get good
hey,
food at what's that other one that at Papados.
Oh
Consistently, I
yes.
get good food at like these restaurants in Atlanta because we quick to drag some, but let's talk about the people who doing it right. Like these are places where not only is it good one time, it's consistently good
every time, yeah.
every time, and
And
I'm
I can
excited
go.
to go.
I've been to Louisiana Bistro in Buckhead. I've been to Louisiana Bistro in several other locations as
Same,
well. And
and
I
the
get
shit
the
be
same
busting,
couple of things, yeah, every time because I don't eat pork. So the things that I can order on their menu, when I get their oysters are always good. I mean, whatever I order off
busting.
of my comfort zone, is no matter what location, is just as good every time.
Busting. And then if you can't bring no shit like that to the table, save it. Let me tell you, I lived on the south side, and this is in support. I don't know if they closed, but there was this place right by my house, a restaurant. They served salmon Phillies, and I was a pescatarian at the time. When I tell you that shit was so good, consistently good. It was like a salmon Philly, and it do be these restaurants popping up that be just delicious. I think
That
it's
do
a
sound really good.
Have y'all heard of Mr. Everything?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
feel like I have.
Mr. Everything.
Virgil's was good, Chris. We went there.
What it's called?
Virgil.
Virgil's.
Where's Virgil? Oh, you
You
okay?
know Virgil.
Okay. Let me tell you what I got a problem with Virgil's. Let me tell you, they are good. They hot in a motherfucker.
They are high.
Yes, they
Hot.
are.
But
I
we
bought,
spent our little coins and we enjoyed our meal.
and then if I'm paying fine dining prices, I don't want to be stepping on no sticky ass floor. Y'all, the ambiance and experience have to match the pricing and the service and what we're getting. At Virgil's, I did not like how they kind of act like they doing you a favor when you order a drink, like it's you competing with people at the bar. Listen, this is two places. This is two ways to get me to never come back nowhere.
Yeah.
If the parking bad, and then I gotta get into a fist fight with people to get a drink at the bar. Not only I gotta fight you, but I gotta fight the bartenders too. I don't want to do that in my big age. I'm too old for that. If I gotta circle the block 3 times to find somewhere to park, if I got to fight with you, because then when I finally got up to the bar to order a drink, it was given
Hmm.
like what you want. No, bitch, because you just charged me $94 for 4 shots. No. I don't want that kind of experience. They
And
literally charged me $94 for 4 shots. I'll never
I
forget it.
I would never because for
I
number
know
one,
Shanae had mentioned
they
big.
are okay, Stony River, Shanae, I'm gonna try it.
And she
Um
mentioned Bigelow's too.
Bigelow's. I ain't never been to Bigelow's, but I will
Me
tell
Yeah, I
you
either.
never
this.
been.
First of all, I will never again in my black owned life get any mixed drinks from these bigger chains anymore because what they're doing is they are putting Mr. Boston down into the Patron and the Casamigos bottles, and they are not giving you top shelf alcohol because I've been drinking a long time, honey, and I'm gonna tell you, I know what top shelf does to my spirit, and with them lower spirits, Mr. Boston is you can get a pint for under $5 of Mr. Boston. Okay, so and I know that because I've been real poor and I done tried that shit trying to make up for what I couldn't do at the time. But when I tried it that one time, it was my one and only time because that shit is gasoline. It'll start a car. Okay.
Well,
And then if you over there on the south side, I gotta talk about Big Daddy Soul
my
Food too.
my sister says she says never heard of Louisiana Bistro. I'll have to give them a try next
Yeah,
time I'm
give
in
them a
Now
town.
listen, I
try.
want to prepare you. They're a little high too. You gon' it's going but the food is good.
The food is good.
Get the grouper. The grouper is really good. That Big Daddy Soul Food down on Old National is like a buffet style soul food. They are
Hmm.
consistent and they are good too. Now the place a little run down.
Sometimes
That's okay
that
with
be
me.
letting you know it's good. Sometimes
It's
that be helping you.
it's a little run down, it's a little run over, but you gonna get the food is delicious.
And I'm gonna tell you, everybody be talking about they don't want to go to Applebee's, take me to Ruth's Chris. And when I ate at Ruth's Chris, I was not pleased. I
Me
felt like
either.
for my dollar,
Mm-mm,
the
I was never
food
pleased with that
was
place.
very not.
Half for no reason. Half for no reason. Why the
Yeah,
So
burger
Shanae said
$60?
Bigelow's is a grown folks club on Gresham Road. Great drinks and great food will have you lit with Unc and Auntie Nim. Okay,
I'm
for
getting
See,
Auntie
ready
now
to
we
go
what's
this
Auntie?
talking.
weekend.
Now we
Look, I
talking.
need to head on down there this weekend, then Reese. Because
If
honey,
if you want to
I like a place that serve you some good drinks that ain't gonna leave you healing for 4 days after. I can't take that.
and
Okay.
then I don't want to if you want to please high rollers and people with high expectations, hire motherfucking bartenders. Why
Yes.
the fuck this bitch serving 40 people? It does not make for a good experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to fight to get a drink. I went to a benefit concert the other day. The line took literally 40 minutes to get a drink. I don't even want to drink no more. I want to go home.
And please, y'all, these black-owned restaurants and that are standing room only, I don't want to come. If I wore my best set of stilettos, they are for decoration. They're not for standing. They're not for waiting. They're not for being up the whole night. Stop telling people you having rooftop parties where there are no seats and you got to buy a section and you done double booked the section and all of this and that. That's why I stopped hanging out because I ain't got time for that.
And then when people bring you, don't invite me nowhere. Just don't invite me nowhere. I know where I want to go and where I don't want to go no more. Just don't invite me nowhere, because I be trying to support businesses. And while we reading, let's talk about bars. Because
Yeah.
I went down to Blake's, and you know they had a problem with racism.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know they had a problem with racism.
Mhm.
So I went down there. I'm trying to order. I get a cosmopolitan because I'm classy fish. I'm
Okay.
classy. I want a cosmopolitan, and I don't want you to serve me my liquor in no plastic cup. What I look like
Yes.
drinking a Cosmo in a plastic cup? They say after 10 p.m. we don't serve in our glass, but it's hanging up right there. So what the fuck? So you're not gonna make a sale because you got a plastic? And then outside of
What's
that,
going on, Lady May?
they
Hey,
had
pretty man.
sections in the bar. Hey, girl, they had sections in the bar. And then I kept wondering why nobody was coming to me. I had to get up and ask the man, like, is anybody going to ask me if I'd like a drink? He said, oh, we have sections in the bar. And he does this section and do this. Well, close this motherfucker down. Because how was I supposed to know that? How was I supposed to know as a patron who came here, and I'm here to patronize your business, and y'all sectioned off in different bar wars and shit I don't know nothing about. I just want to drink. And then he like,
Exactly.
well, I'm sorry, didn't nobody come to you? No, I've been sitting here.
If you in my face, Mr. Nigga, go to the bar, whoever section I belong to, order my shit and bring it to me, okay?
And then my
Right.
friends will tell you, you will look up and a bitch like me will be in the Uber.
I sure will.
I'm not gonna stay nowhere where I don't feel welcome and I don't feel like you value my money. Close this
I'm
motherfucker
definitely
down.
not finna stay. If you
Close
feel
it
like I'm
down.
getting on your damn nerves with my order, all of my coins will remain in my pocketbook.
Yep, and then I disappear. You gonna turn
But
around and be
here's
gone.
but here's my thing too. And then they have these restaurants where the waiters overly do it. They constantly keep coming to you every 5 minutes. Like, don't, I'm in a conversation. I don't need you to come that many times.
I don't like waitresses and things where they like if you don't you could tell they
It has,
visibly don't
Lady
like
May.
people. If you can't reset after a bad experience, this isn't the place for you.
Right.
Servicing people isn't the because I know how to reset. This ain't got nothing to do with table 4. Table 5 being a jackass, that ain't got nothing to do with table 4. I'm gonna
Right.
completely reset and have a good experience because my tip is contingent on it. You got
Yep.
one time to come to the table with me and act like you don't want to be there. Bitch, I don't want to be there either. Let's all go. Shut this motherfucker down. Shut it down. Close the windows and the blinds. Cause I'm leaving.
Yeah. Shut it the whole motherfucking shit down. Okay?
What Lady May said, she said it took forever to get my picture. I paid 50, and instead of good service, you get attitude. Like, you can be pretty wild, pretty wild, so nice.
Right. There's
A
a
lot of people don't understand that. We get it, you cute, but you also are in a service industry. And let me
right.
tell you something. You gonna get great service down to Louisiana Bistro, and you gonna get great service down to Papados. I don't know these
Mhm.
people, and this is not no goddamn advertisement.
You know
But
who else
those
I like?
places are consistent.
If we talking about that type of food too, uh damn, start with a C. Damn. Right behind Taco Mac. Remember, Chris, we went to for your birthday one year, we went to that main event back there and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's at the front. It's Taco Mac and then they in the front of them.
Oh,
Damn.
let me tell you what else is a scam. What's that other place?
Now
That
you got me thinking.
STK.
Oh, STK is
I've
It's
definitely
a
a
never been
scam.
to
scam.
STK.
It's a scheme that Todd set up. Don't go there. It's bad and it ain't good. And the music so goddamn. That's the other thing. Why is the music be so loud in these restaurants?
What? Hold on, Lady Man. You was out here and I didn't know? I'm so mad at that. I am so mad at that. You was out here
Damn,
and I
I
didn't
want to
know.
say Copenhagen, but that's tobacco.
Well, happy
Um,
birthday.
well, all I can say is this. Listen, I done got too old now. A lot of this shit I ain't finna do. Cause your music too loud. I can't hear my fucking self think. And
Oh
Yeah.
my
then
God, I can't stand that.
and everybody's smoking a hookah. And then and
Darn, Lady
I'm
Man.
tired of the 18% gratuity that y'all adding to every fucking thing. Whether I get good service or not, y'all already got 18% and then have the unmitigated gall to ask me to tip you after you done tipped your damn self.
See, now that's a scam too. You done gave the gratuity and now you talking about additional tip. Girl, fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you and your mama too, and the rest of them. Because now, and everybody at the restaurant, even if you getting your shit to go, they got the nerve to ask you for the tip for you standing up at the counter and telling them what the fuck you want. No, ma'am, no ham. I ain't giving you
Girl.
shit, bitch. Did you do a dance for me? Twerk it. Let me see you drop it, bitch. Bust a split, bust it open. If not, then I ain't tipping you for asking me what I fucking want to eat because that's your goddamn job. Ask your boss to add that tip to
Oh
your
yeah,
check.
definitely
Let me
when
tell
you
you
come
about
back,
some
definitely
Atlanta
let me
shit.
know.
So we went down to Juicy Crab. Why the fuck at the Juicy Crab was it a valet?
Bro,
What?
And
it's
then
unnecessary.
they tried to charge us for Uber. I mean, they tried to charge us for hookah. I don't want no hookah. I got asthma, bitch.
Okay,
I
I
came here
just
for some crabs.
look, this ain't motherfucking docks where they still smoking cigarettes in this
oh
motherfucker.
my God, that place
We
is
got to
terrible.
stop this, okay? And I'm tired. And I was telling you earlier about the lady smoking cigarettes. Listen, I don't want to come home smelling like a full blown fucking ashtray. I came out looking good, smelling good, and that's how I want to leave here.
That place is terrible. Doc's is terrible.
Docs, I don't know how the fuck they staying open. I think that they still got a damn cigarette machine in the back where you can put your dollars in and pull the lever and get
Nah.
cigarettes in that bitch.
Now look, I got another hood place to tell you about. Hear me
Yeah,
out. Hear me out. It's called the Crab Pot, and it's off of Old Net, but it's
I've
off of
heard of
like a
that. Yeah,
side street. They
yeah.
don't take no call-in orders. You can't order online. You gotta go and stand in that bitch like it's government cheese. But when I tell you the shit's so fire, it's so good. And then when I like my crab balls, I like a little. I'm a side dish girl. I like my potatoes and my corn and
Yeah,
my egg. I need a lot of that. You can give me 2 clusters if you fill the bag up with the rest of the shit.
right.
Look, we greedy. I'm hungry.
Look, exactly. Now let me tell you, in Marietta they had the lemon butter. And now I went there a couple of times, and
No, okay, so Lucky Panda.
they say that they are seafood. Now, honey, I
Hmm.
knows me about some seafood, okay? They're not they crab stuff is overcooked. So just to let you know, it ain't delicious. Then they done turned it was when they opened it was supposed to be like a upscale juicy crab type of vibe because they was giving you the food on the plate opposed to in the bag and shit like that, right?
Hmm.
Saying they giving you a different experience. Well, then they let Milo, and if anybody from Marietta, that we all know who Milo is, they let
Yes.
Milo come in there and take that shit over. And they was standing on the seats, standing on the back of the seats, popping ass, doing all that type of stuff, smoking all through there, and they turned it into a full-on club. And I will not. And then y'all overcook my crab and my lobster tail sticking to the shell. Now that's when you gonna piss me the fuck off.
Mm.
That's terrible.
Don't cook seafood if you don't know how.
Well, we clearly then went off on a tangent. Where we at?
Yes, we
Let's
did.
let's wrap this
Well,
up.
we have one last topic actually.
And
We
I
could
ain't mad at the tangent. We could talk about this all day, Summer. Let's do
look.
our own little vlog.
Honey, on these
Let's
foods,
Yes.
honey, you need to go somewhere. I got some more spots. I just can't think of the names of their ass right now. Cause I used to make it a thing, go bouncing around. CNS seafood, and and that's
Ooh,
a white place. You been down there in Buckhead?
I've been to CNS. They good
CNS is
too.
some good food.
They
They
have,
expensive now. They
yeah,
expensive. You gotta have you a pretty coin to go in there. But
they got a
I drove
bone
2
marrow
minutes to get
toast. They got a bone marrow toast down at CNS.
You're not
You,
able to send any stars, Lady May, to our page. That's she said that we're not able to send any more stars, huh?
Oh, that's a hater move from Facebook. We're gonna
Right,
talk about it.
Facebook.
listen,
But
you take
CNS
that
seafood
bone
is some
marrow.
good food, and they are bougie as fuck.
You should be
I'm
able to send
into
some
it.
stars, Lady May. Let me know if
I
you're
ain't
not
been
able
there
to.
in a good minute.
They got a few locations too.
The only one I've been to is the one in Buckhead, and it's a nice location. They real bougie in there, but you are gonna enjoy your food. You gonna pay for it now, but it'll be good when you get it. They got some
Oh, I know
great.
why you can't. I know why you can't do it anymore, Lady May. It's because I turned my page off from professional to just regular Facebook. I can turn it back on so you can do
Yeah,
your
turn that
professional.
back on.
Yeah, I did.
Shit, the fuck
So,
you.
but yeah, those y'all talk about some really good places though, because a lot of these places are good places to eat.
I used to be outside, honey, trying the nice places so I could know where I would want to go. If somebody should dare to ask me where I wanted to eat at, I wanted to know where I was gonna like the food.
I went to the garden room recently.
I heard they was not delicious.
Now listen, they trying to be too cute. I have ordered this like seafood pasta. It was this big. It was just this tiny.
Oh hell
I
no!
was hungry. I had to go get some Funyuns after that, and it I was still hungry. The ambiance is everything. The service was good. The food was very mid. The drinks were really good though. What's that on my lip? Hold on.
Uh, they like I said, some of these places like I like Two Urban Licks.
Okay,
Two
lady
Urban Licks
man.
is pretty good too. Has
Two
y'all been
Urban
there?
Licks. I heard of that. CNS. Yes.
CNS got some good oysters. Now I be searching all over town for some good oysters. Somewhere that somebody really ain't talking about no more. Marietta Seafood, and they have some good
Oh
oysters
yeah.
in there. But now that they got so damn bougie, they make you wait a long time to get your food, and I'm not one to wait over an hour for my damn plate. I'm hungry when I got here, bitch.
Oh
Hurry up
no.
and
No,
bring.
she said that she said for real. I was just about to visit STK next time I was in Atlanta.
No, sis, don't go. Let me tell you
Don't
this.
do it.
The music is loud and everybody in there trying to be seen. The food is very mid. I'm telling you right now. It's just okay. You're not going to have an experience where you walk out and be like, that food was amazing. The music so loud, the drink so loud, the water is expensive. That's how irritating they
That's
are.
The
terrible.
water.
The water is expensive. And then they one of them places who try to like, do you want some water? And then they're gonna bring you a bottle of water and charge you $9 for it.
Mm-mm.
Go
Mm.
away from me with this. It's loud, it's a very mixed crowd. So everybody in there trying to show out. You
What's a
know,
good
it's
place
just
for Lady May to mingle at? She
Oh,
said
child, I
she
don't
goes
even
to.
know the answer to this.
now
Yeah, because I don't know.
listen. Hear me out. You carry your ass down the mix, the food is good. The wings, and then they added some food onto there. Now the crowd be hit or miss at mix. It be young folks, old folks, but the karaoke night is good. But one thing that's
Oh yeah,
consistent, the food. If you want a
yes,
vibe and some food, go to mix.
yeah. Mix is good,
You
definitely.
know where
You
I
know what?
went a long time ago for like I don't know what you're into, but Cat's Cafe.
Oh, that's
Was
Cat's
Mm.
Cafe
nice
is cool.
if you want a grown and sexy, like more upscale vibe. Like they have live music, so they have a band that plays. I mean, it's been years since I've been there, but um The last time I went, it was a nice vibe, and then they do have. It's small now. Don't get me wrong; it's a little claustrophobic sometimes, but if you wanted somewhere you wanted to go, like on a date and or with your homegirls or something like that, and go in there and listen to some live music, it's
Not
like more of a jazz feel. And what the fuck? Um,
That's the name of the place.
no, Cat's Cafe is the place
Oh,
with
I'm
the
about to say,
live
I
music.
thought you said. I
But
thought you said the
I
place.
was just gonna say also, what the fuck in East Point? No wait, little 5 points. What the fuck? It's Asian food. They have a nice they have their food is good, number one, consistently good. And
Mm-hmm.
they also have a poetry night. So while
Mm.
you're eating, you can have, listen to people do live poetry and stuff like that. It's a nice little vibe. That's in little 5 points. And
Now, if you want to go to there's a place that I went. It's bougie, but it's in the hood. But it's bougie. You have
Mm-hmm.
to make a reservation and you prepay for everything. They bring you. You prepay for the tip. You prepay for the food and everything. The food is called the Park, and they bring. It's a brunch place, and it be popping. I didn't like the parking situation, but the food was good. The service was good. The servers were fine. They clearly had fine. They hiring them up in there. If you looking for
they
a man,
hired them.
I think they homosexuals, but you do the best you can with what you can. As a straight woman, you don't have to fuck if you gay. I mean, look. If you're in Atlanta, that's what you got to do. But listen, you go to the park, they bring you their entire menu for every table because you prepaid for it. So
Okay.
everything that they offer, and they bring you unlimited. Like if you want more shrimp and grits, you want
Oh
more,
wow.
they bring it to you, but you pay ahead of time, and it's hard to get a reservation there because you got to do it weeks in advance. But when I
Hmm.
tell you they have live music, it's a beautiful photo op. Go check out the park.
The park.
Yeah.
And then where you say that was?
It's in the hood. I remember being like, "Ooh, it's
What hood?
around here." Um, the park at Windy Hill, is that what it was? No, let me see. I'm a
Wait, Lady Mae said she need to fuck a few what? He said the staff, baby said the staff is homosexual, so they might not be into you, but you might have to fuck you a few, you know, that
look. This
ain't that
is
into
Atlanta. This is Atlanta. Your man got a man. Your girl got a girl. Like, just come on now.
Yeah, this is Atlanta now. You got to ask real questions around here.
Right. And
Your man got a man. Your girl got a girl.
what topic were you talking about, Lady May? You wanted us to go back
That's
to
what
what?
she was talking about. She wanted to know
Oh.
about the restaurant,
Oh.
about
Okay. Okay.
the
Okay.
fine men that is into men as well. Don't be scared, Lady May. You just got to be bold and ask your questions right up out front.
This is what I say about people and their sexuality. Do what you want to do. That's it. If somebody come up to you asking to pour spaghetti on your chest and you don't want to do it, bitch, don't do it. You know?
Right. Just say no.
But if you want to see what that spaghetti be like, then do it. Do what you want to do.
Don't be
Don't
scared,
be
Lady May.
scared. Don't be scared. Just once you accept it,
Look, I'm on A&E Network. I'm screaming. Listen, Lady May, I'm just saying, see, people be scared to ask the real questions here in Atlanta. You can't be passive aggressive down here. You have to really say, so what you into, and I mean specifically, do you fuck on boys at
Oh,
all? Do you
Summer.
date
She
them?
actually was on the A&E network.
Oh, she was?
Yeah. And this is what she was on there for. She
Oh my
said that she
God.
was on there because of an
what they
incident.
had did to you, girl.
Right. I'm interested. I'm invested in the story, Lady May. I need to know. But I'm just saying you really do have to ask because people are into this is what I love about Atlanta is you are really legitimately free to be yourself here. You
Yes.
It's
really I don't give a fuck what you into. You
Excuse me,
know,
it's called Garden Park. I said the park. It's called Garden Park Brunch and Events. and it is on off a Cascade.
Oh yes, okay, yes.
Tell me the name of the episode, Lady May, because I'm definitely going to look that shit up and pique my interest with that one. But yeah, you just gotta really be open, and you gotta really just know what you willing to try, what you not willing to try, and you gotta make it known and let people know. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that. You gotta let people know what you're into and what you're not into right out the gate, and go from there.
Look, while I was dating in Atlanta, some man asked to see my feet. It's just like people are they feel like Atlanta is a safe space to explore your proclivities. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you got a fetish or you like something, somebody down here like it too.
yeah,
But I tell people don't get caught up in trying to please your partner. Do
right.
what you want to do.
Do what you
And
want to do.
that's how you stay safe.
Set clear boundaries and just say no, cause Diddy gonna want you to party.
Cause don't put your feet on me. Don't spit on me. Don't look.
But they
I'm not
have
the
now. I don't know who. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here. I don't know. I really don't even like tongues, but the fact that now they are taking loogie and spitting it into each other's
Oh,
mouth.
that's just
If
disgusting.
you do that shit, I might punch you in the face because
girl.
that shit
Some
is
man
fucking
asked.
disgusting.
Some man asked. He said, "Can I spit in your mouth?" I said, "In my house? You want to spit in my house? On my near my furniture? Not in my
Yeah,
house. You didn't take that shit outside. You
take that
spit on
shit
me,
and
I'm
spit
gonna
it
pull
in the
out."
toilet, you nasty motherfucker. You.
I
I
like that
don't
what you
want no
said, Lady
fucking
May. She
saliva
said that
loogie.
she's trying to raise awareness for other younger women. I want to help younger girls not be put in a situation like I was in, like I was in. I was out there with my heart out, not knowing I was put in the pit.
Yeah, this is not the place to be naive. This is definitely not. You need to know first of all when people invite you because Diddy want to party, you have to tell them no. If you don't know these people, do not be agreeing to go to nobody. No, Shanae, I'm definitely not kink shaming. I don't like fucking disgusting loogie. That shit is gross.
It
And that's
is.
just my personal opinion.
Nah, it's some
Um,
shit you ought to be ashamed about.
I'm
Shame
not
them.
I'm not
No,
telling you not to like spit in your mouth. I'm just saying if
no,
you
I
do
Yeah.
it,
don't king
if you
shame
should
either.
just do the research, you shall see that the mouth is the nastiest part of the fucking body. It's full of fucking grossness, okay? People don't even do their personal hygiene well enough for you to spit in my fucking mouth. That's gross.
All right,
Don't
y'all.
even
We done went
you
over.
can't it's more
Yeah.
than just in my mouth. Don't spit nowhere on me with your nasty, filthy fucking mouth, throwing my pH balance off and giving me motherfucking strep throat. I'm done with you.
That's just really nasty. But yeah, we have gone over tonight. This has been a really great show. We'll save that topic for next week's show.
Okay, the last one.
Yeah, we'll save that one for next week. We don't kink shame.
No, do what you want to do now, but don't come crying to me when you got strep throat. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, like that. Yeah, this has been a really great show, you guys, and also thank you to our viewers for tuning in tonight as well. We really do appreciate you all for tuning in and giving us your insight and your feedback as well. What's that? What Lady May said, right? That's just nasty. Right? It's nasty,
It
isn't it?
is nasty. It's fucking filthy.
Yeah, but we do appreciate you all for all that for all of you coming in and watching and sharing and following as well. We will definitely watch your video, Lady May.
I'm trying to get it together right here and
Yeah,
now.
we'll definitely watch it. And thank you for sharing the link too.
Yes, well, it's been a good show.
It has really been a good show. And until next Tuesday, we hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And if it's Tuesday, it's Extraordinary Unplugged. Make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Extraordinary Network. And when you do, go and find the network and you subscribe. Make sure you like this episode so more and more people can actually be able to tune in and watch this episode as well, because that helps us with the algorithm on YouTube. The more likes, the more people be able to view our show. So make sure that you please do that as well. Um, you said you're gonna need more than one day, Lady May. You
I
need
feel you.
more than one day. Yeah, you look.
You
That's
gonna
up
have
to
to show me how to make some money on TikTok now. That now you done piqued my interest.
she did say that we need to add our show on TikTok. She did say
Yeah,
that.
but I have not been on TikTok in so long.
Okay,
Uh,
Lady May. Yeah, so I'm all for it. I definitely am, man. If we could add more days, like I said, that's up to to the co-hosts. That's up to them. If they want to do more days, I'm always down for it. But we always try to make sure that we work on each other's schedule. So, um, yeah, I'll definitely show you everything, Chris. Yeah, okay, definitely.
yeah, show me too. Don't leave me the fuck out. Shit, I'm trying to make a good coin too. I ain't been on there in like 2 years.
Jeremy know how to make a good coin on TikTok because he went viral on TikTok.
I got a meeting
Well,
about it tomorrow.
well,
See, look,
it's
see.
a meeting in my bedroom that I'm sitting in, and I want to talk about how to make money on TikTok.
Well,
All
again,
right.
everyone, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We love you. We really appreciate you all. And again, we hope that you tune in to next week's show of Extraordinary Unplugged and tune in to see some more crazy hot topics and current events and things of that nature. So until then, have a very extraordinary night and many blessings to you all.
Good night.
Peace.